Welcome to Iceland. My name is Gylfi, your honest Icelandic guide, and today's journey takes us to the village Varmahlíð in Skagafjörður, one of Iceland's most prosperous agricultural regions. And we start with the question, what thoughts arise in the minds of Icelanders when they hear the name Varmahlíð? And if I were sponsored by the tourism industry, which I'm not, I would talk about nature, horses, and all those appealing aspects. However, since I'm only accountable to my viewers, I'm sticking to honesty when I'm saying that Icelanders will remember the petrol station, but only if we forgot to fill up somewhere else where the petrol is cheaper. And the truth is that we mainly consider this village a hub because that is what it does best. So welcome to Varmahlíð. The village of Varmahlíð is located at a busy junction on the Ring Road. We are a little over 3 hours away from Reykjavík, just an hour away from Akureyri, the capital of North Iceland, and only 30 minutes from Sauðárkrókur village, which serves as the center of commerce and services in the district. And what sets this village apart from most others in Iceland is its inland location, which is unusual in a country where nearly all settlements developed around port facilities. And even so, it is easy to understand why this location is significant. This hill is called Reykjahóll, and just as Reykjavík, our capital, means Smoky Bay, due to geothermal energy, Reykjahóll translates to Smoky Hill for the same reason, or the abundance of hot water. And the name of the village, Varmahlíð, translates to warm slope. The oldest stories about this place date back to the year 1200, when women gathered here to do laundry in a hot pool. The next historical mention is from the year 1237, during one of the most historically significant battles in Iceland, when the Sturlungar clan, having traveled from the south, gathered at Reykjahóll Hill for a meal, unaware that 39 of them would be having their last meal there, as they were about to get ambushed. And that encounter led to the battle known as Örlygsstaðabardagi, where the Sturlungar clan faced the coalition of rival clans in a battle that turned out to be short but brutal. This conflict was a part of a broader civil unrest, and the aftermath set the stage for Norway's intervention and rule over Iceland, significantly altering the course of our island's history. So Varmahlíð and the surrounding area are therefore a particularly interesting place when it comes to history-related tourism. And let's move on to more recent times. In 1931, forward-thinking individuals recognized the site's strategic location for tourism, leading to the construction of a hotel and a restaurant aimed at serving the needs of travelers. And soon thereafter, ambitious plans were introduced, primarily influenced by the availability of hot water, and the laid-back country people decided to build a district school and a swimming pool and a social center. And like all optimistic Icelanders, they didn't have any money. So the school didn't open until the 1970s, and that's when they drilled for water for the first time. And the first well delivered way more water than expected, leading to the establishment of a small energy company to distribute and maximize its potential. So the hot water has also been utilized for vegetable cultivation in greenhouses And we can also see the early history through various small but successful forestry projects that are gradually changing the appearance of the village. One such project can be found by this excellent campground located where traffic from the highway does not disturb travelers, and the general service level in the village is considerably better than its size would suggest. The campground benefits from its proximity to sport facilities and the swimming pool, and the general store features fast food restaurants, and on the same car park we find a little tourist information center which sells handicrafts from local people, so this is a busy little hub. And during my TripAdvisor test it became clear that if you want to find something to do, you should get out of town. Many of the activities revolve around museums, history, and horses. Activities like horseback riding are popular in this region, where horses actually outnumber people, making it a paradise for those who love the Icelandic horse. And when tourists ask where to find them, the short and simple answer might be, we do not allow them to join us in the swimming pools, but you will find them anywhere else. Like I discovered for myself years ago when approaching the village from Akureyri. And the Icelandic horse breed is a significant tourist attraction, and horse breeding and horse export is a major business in this area. Many of the best horses in the country come from this district, thanks to decades of selective breeding. And since the village is so small, I won't delve into the usual speech about job development. I will simply say that I don't foresee this village experiencing the painful mood swings often associated with the communities reliant on the fishing industry. And I believe that over time this location will become increasingly attractive, mainly due to the ongoing forestry projects in the area and its status as this excellent hub. So let's see what this hub can do for us to emphasize the usefulness of this location. And we are now facing north with Road 75 in front of us. It runs all the way to the village of Sauðárkrókur, only 30 minutes away, and that's where we enter the official Arctic Coastway. And Road 75 leads us also to one of the few remaining turf farms in the country, Glaumbær. And it is actually very easy to spend a few days exploring Skagafjörður alone, like you will see through my other videos from the fjord. And as I turn the drone to the east, we see the road to Akureyri, Highway 1. And although this is an excellent summer road, it includes a mountain pass that reaches an elevation of 540 meters, which is more than enough to pose challenges in Iceland. Or we can also put it like this: the road to Akureyri has generated lots of winter business for the hotel in Varmahlíð. And when I'm in good mood, with plenty of time, I prefer the coastal route. There is just so much more happening there on the Arctic Coastway if I'm looking for photo or video subjects. And the Tröllaskagi Peninsula is a wonderland on its own, although we have to work around the elements from time to time, or work with them, because we never know what kind of show Mother Earth is going to put on. So back to Varmahlíð, facing west now, where we face another mountain pass along Highway 1, where it's heading toward Reykjavík. And about 1 kilometer from Varmahlíð, you will find an intersection leading to the Sprengisandur Highland Road, which branches off from Road 1. And that road opens intriguing opportunities for explorations. Like 8 kilometers away from Varmahlíð, we find the Reykjafoss waterfall, which is a hidden little gem. And I drove past this waterfall in the summer of 2025, when I was filming the complete road up to the highlands from Varmahlíð. And it navigates through the valleys of Skagafjörður before we climb up to the highlands, where I shot this, looking back to Varmahlíð. And there are actually several ways to drive up to the Highlands from North Iceland. And this one is for waterproof cars only, not the small SUVs like the Dusters. And this road takes us to Highland Crossroads, which opens up even more options that I will talk about in this long video that will be online soon. And when it's ready, I'm going to leave a link to it in the video description, of course. So again, back to Varmahlíð. And as I said at the beginning, to be a hub is what Varmahlíð does best. There are plenty of accommodation options in the area, including holiday farms. And to make my plans clear, Varmahlíð is just one of the villages in Skagafjörður that I'm covering. And I'm actually updating my other local videos now. Since when I started to make this series, I had less experience than now and not as much footage. So I'm always trying to improve my work. And at some point in time, all of the episodes from this region will be connected together on a map on a website. And I've already bought the address for it, northeasticeland.is, and I plan to open that web in the summer of 2026 to make it easier to navigate through my extensive network of videos. And those who can and want to support this project of mine can use the links in the video description. And with that, I'm sending you best regards from my home country, Iceland.